cheeseburger tacos.
Cheeseburger tacos.
Straight away, as soon as we vlog, why do we have to do an American accent? Every single time the camera comes out and we do an American accent. But we just thought we would do a little catch-up vlog because we haven't filmed anything since Bruges.
Bruges, that would be Bruges, yeah.
That would be 6 months ago. So yeah, we're just making some dinner and then we thought we'd have a little catch-up afterwards.
We never know really what to do when it's in England, do we?
Or when we're at home. We're just like for the last 6 months we haven't vlogged because we've literally been so boring. Like a few things that we're going to fill you in on. But we've been like saving money.
We have, because we do have a few trips planned, but we will get into that a bit later.
But literally, we've done nothing for the past 6 months, and our flat, there's only so much that we can bear seeing of it, let alone filming it for you guys too. And for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you'll know that my mum has been going through chemo this year, so we've just had a lot going on. So yeah, so we're just going to make some dinner, and then we'll have a little chat.
So, what did you want, by the way?
Bacon.
Bacon with it? Yeah. Let's grab the bacon. Also, this new camera.
Oh yeah, we got a new camera because we had the Canon G7X Mark II before, and I don't know if any of you would have noticed, but we did on our last round of Florida vlogs. At night, it
actually follows.
It actually follows you, I know. At night, it had like speckles and like little pixel.
Yeah, it had its fair share of work, that camera.
Yeah, we did use it a lot and we still loved it, but we can't get that camera anymore, so now we've got the...
We have the DJI Pocket 3.
So we are just trialling that. We wanted to trial it out, that's why we're doing this little vlog tonight. Because we need to see what the sound's like, what the camera's like in general. So if you could, we don't plan on using the mics with it. So if you could like comment in the video below what the sound's like compared to our other camera.
I've done a lot of research with this camera, and I'm sure it's going to be fine. Yeah. But let's say
I'm going to crack on with dinner.
You do that, and I'm going to do the husband thing, and just do not a lot. Everywhere I go, this camera's following me.
Yeah, because you set it up to him, not me.
Well, because you say, oh, I don't want to be part of the camera, you just deal with it and set it all up.
Because I do all of the editing and filming and like piecing together of the vlog, so the least you can do is just be in charge of how the camera works.
Yeah, I am in charge. What temperature do you want this on?
Oh, you're in charge, are you? Max crisp?
Yeah, it's on max
crisp. And it's only one setting, you can put it on.
240, what time?
Like about 8 minutes.
8 minutes, is that it?
If you'd done a bit more cooking, you'd probably know that.
Why would I need to cook when I have a chef like you cooking these amazing
This is like
meals?
The easiest dinner ever. It's literally mince squashed into some tortillas.
Yeah, but I mean, that sauce looks good, but I don't know.
Sauce.
I don't know how to make that. I know it's mayo and ketchup.
Actually, mine's got fat-free Greek yogurt in it.
Well, there you go. See, I wouldn't know that. This is why you're top tier at cooking, and this is why I sit there and just eat it.
Also, you'll see this is the behind the scenes of my Instagram and TikTok, how my little setup is for how I film my recipes.
Let's try it, shall we? Very good, babe.
Yeah.
Very, very good. It's always good. I don't think I've ever had a bad meal from you.
Why are you being nice?
No, that's the truth. Even you know that. What meal have I ever not liked that you've cooked? You can't name one, can you?
So we've got cheeseburger, bacon, tacos, and if I do say so myself, I've already taken a bite. They are very good. And I've actually got this recipe in my cookbook, so if you do fancy buying it, well, it's actually a super easy recipe. I've done some really easy recipes in my cookbook and a few more complex ones, but this is like a really good like weeknight dinner.
100%. It's easy,
quick.
it's quick. I mean, basically, how long did that take you to prep all of that and cook it?
3 minutes.
There you go. So then, after that stressful
Basically,
thing,
our living room has really weird lighting, so it's like the light's just directly above us, and it was just like clinically bright. So we were trying to set up the ring light, and as you can see, Daniel was
the closest plug socket is behind the sofa
in the most like awkward place. But yeah, this is going to be a bit of a boring vlog. We just feel like we haven't uploaded anything in ages. We've literally just disappeared off the face of the earth, and we're not going away till August, so it would have been like...
Which is only, what, 3 months?
Yeah, but at that point it would have been 9 months since we'd like uploaded a vlog. So yeah, we've got a few exciting trips planned. We are doing Vegas and Disneyland, Anaheim for my 30th birthday. We're going to be away for my 30th.
Frio.
Daniel will be 31 before I'm 30, may I add. And we've got our wedding anniversary next week before all of that. But we are complete newbies to Disneyland. I have been once before. I went when I was 12. I went 15, 16 years ago. I was about 15 actually, my bad. Bad maths. So yeah, but I don't remember anything about it at all. So if you have any tips or anything that you think is definitely a must that we should do, like leave it in the comments below.
Yeah, definitely. Because I've never been.
No, you've not done anything that side, have you?
Never.
We're not sure if we're going to be able to fit Universal in. So we've got 5 nights in Vegas, and then we're going on to Anaheim. And we're there for 4 nights, but it's over a weekend, so we get there on a Thursday, but we're not doing any parks that day. So
I imagine a weekend's going to be quite busy. Which is hence why we're probably not going to do Universal. So
we've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we're going home on the Monday. So we're just thinking we're going to stick to Disney this time. So if you've got any tips, that would be really helpful. We want to do the Walt's apartment tour.
100%.
I really, really want to do that. I'm eyeing up these. We bought these in Costco's yesterday.
They are dangerous.
They are dangerously good. They are caramel and pretzel clusters, and they literally remind me of like the snacks that you can get at like the Disney and Universal. Do you know like the little like confectionaries they have there? I think they call them like something like turtles in America. They're so good.
Yeah, that was a very good buy from you.
Yeah, I literally saw them yesterday. I was like, oh, we have to get these. But yeah, so we've got that trip coming up, but that's not until August. And then 8 weeks after that, we're doing the big family.
Can I stop you there for a sec? May I add, you've spoken about anniversary and Anaheim, but you haven't spoken once about my birthday.
Because it's not really that important.
So yeah, it's my birthday this month as well.
Yeah, but what are we doing for it? Nothing. We're being really boring this month. We wasn't even going to do anything for our wedding anniversary. My mum was like, you've literally only been married for 2 years. You have to do something for your wedding anniversary. And I was like, well, we were kind of planning on celebrating it in Orlando, because when we're in Orlando, it's like the anniversary that we've been together for like 7 years. And that's also on the 14th. So we were going to like double up and just celebrate our wedding anniversary over there.
It's an excuse to go out. We rarely go out together, just us two. So
no, we're usually always with my family doing stuff. But yeah, so we've got the big family holiday to.
Wow.
There is 13. My cousin's now come in. My other nephew has now come in. So we've got. So George will be there again. My sister Angela is coming, and then I've got my brother Jason, his partner Joe, and then there's Charlie, Sophie, and Emily. Emily's my little 8-year-old niece, and she is like unbelievably excited. She's like watched all of our vlogs. She is obsessed.
Oh, yeah,
I cannot wait to see her out there. Me and Daniel are heading out there 5 days before everybody else.
So it's literally the calm before the storm.
Calm before the storm. We've got our villa booked, and Oh, and my other nephew Harry is coming. My cousin Olivia is going to be there, and my mum and dad. So it is a big, full-on family
Merritt and
holiday.
If you remember Merritt and Ferret from the
original that was our
vlogs.
very first round of vlogs, I think. So that's going to be really exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. Me and Daniel are actually going to be in Florida for 3 weeks this time.
I know, right?
It's actually just over 3 weeks. It's like 22 days or something like that.
It's insanely long time as well. Like, do we think about it? 22 days.
We wasn't planning on it being like that. Basically, it was to do with the flight. So I've got a Virgin Atlantic credit card, and so we literally pay for everything on the credit card. Like, so everything we buy throughout the month, we just pay on the credit card, and then we just pay that off at the end of each month. So I accumulated loads of points, and then I also got a companion voucher, so we got our flights that are super cheap. It was like in total we paid like £600 or £700 for both of our flights, and we're going premium. But on the way home, all my family are flying home on the 31st, and we were trying to fly home with them, but we couldn't get a reward flight for the day that we wanted to fly home. So it was either like come home like 5 days before everybody else, or go home a few days after. So we were like,
obviously,
oh well, it's over a weekend, so it's not like we'll be missing out any time of work.
Just means when you get home, go back to work, you'll be tired.
We're basically going to be Floridians by the time we come home. We're going to be so 100%. Like literally acclimatized to the weather.
Our accent might be a little bit better.
Yeah, we might actually finally be able to nail the American accent. But yeah, I am really looking forward to that. So we've got 5 nights at a Disney hotel, then we're going to the villa, and then we're moving on to a Universal hotel just for the last 2 days. Nice. So that's why we've been boring, because we are saving every single penny. Like, we are literally, every single penny is going towards those 2 trips. So, but that's how we like to do it. Like, so I actually got quite a few questions when we come back from Florida the second time last year. Obviously, and as if you watched that round of vlogs, you'll know that we were supposed to be going to Cyprus with my mum and dad. Dad had recently had surgery, and mum had surgery because of her cancer. And so we ended up just doing the week in Florida. But that's kind of how we do our year. Like, for some people, that's not what they like to do, but to go out, we went to London a couple of weeks ago. That was the one thing we have done. It was around Easter. We went to see the Back to the Future the musical. We went out for brunch, and we went out for dinner. We spent a ridiculous amount of money for one day. Like,
and that's just literally one day in London.
To be fair, obviously
the cheapest part of it was the parking.
It actually was. We found a really cheap car park. What was it, £30?
Yeah, like just over 30 quid.
But yeah, so we literally, I think I just got my hair in my tea. You might have seen me do that, yeah. But my hair's a bit wet. But yeah, we went out for brunch, and don't get me wrong, it was a little bit like of a bougie place, but we went out I had French toast, Daniel had like a fry-up, we had a couple of cocktails each, and that meal was like...
I actually didn't have a fry-up that time. I had that
chicken and waffles. Yeah, you did, yeah.
I normally go for the fry, but I just thought I better change it up a bit. Just because I always go for the same thing every time. But no, chicken and waffles were really, really good. That was Christopher's, wasn't it?
Yes. We literally spent like £150 on brunch. £150 on
Don't
brunch.
Remind me.
Like, I know people moan about the prices and stuff in Florida, and don't get me wrong, we don't have alcohol with our breakfasts in Florida. £150 for brunch. I was absolutely in shock. And then we met up with our friends for some drinks. We went to the theatre, and then we went out for dinner. So don't get me wrong, we knew it was going to be expensive, but the amount of money we spent on that one day, and we could have chosen to eat at cheaper places, we know that, but the amount of money we spent in one day, that's just how it happens. Like, when we go to London, we just end up spending so much that we would rather just save that money, and we just go for walks on the weekend. Daniel's been working a lot on the weekends, so we are very boring.
Like I said, we go out, we go and get ourselves a coffee, go for a walk somewhere. We try and change it up a bit by going to different places, but that is it. That is literally our life at the moment.
But that's boring. What we prefer to do. Like, if any of you follow me on social media, so on both Instagram and TikTok, I just do a lot of cooking. that's pretty much what my content is over there, because obviously we do our 2 holidays a year or however often we go away, so I do post those bits, but most of my content is just around like cooking, so we don't really go out to eat that much and we don't really order takeaways.
You need to go out and eat when you can cook the way you do.
I just really enjoy cooking, so yeah, if you are looking for any recipes, I do have a TikTok and an Instagram where I post loads of different recipes. But yeah.
And also your book's also good.
It is, yeah. I've got my little book, I've got my foodie platform, but yeah, so because of that, we just kind of stay at home and we are little homebodies that are boring. But yeah,
I don't mind because end of the year is...
We've got a very exciting end of the year.
Yeah.
We were both saying the other day, like, we can't believe we come home from Vegas and then like a couple of weeks later we're literally off to Florida. But I am a bit gutted. My cousin who lives in Australia, his partner works in, well, his wife, sorry, works in a school, and so they're, with how their school holidays work, they're going to Florida at the end of August, beginning of September. So we missed them by like 2 weeks, and like it's like obviously all of our family's like favourite place. In fact, we missed them by a couple of weeks. We're absolutely gutted. But my family are trying to tie our trip in with like a week of the half term, like the UK half terms. So yeah, we were like restricted of when we could go.
I know it's a shame, but it's the way things work out, isn't it?
But yeah, so that is pretty much it for all of our updates. We've just been super boring people, and it's not the most exciting of vlogs. Obviously I did show you a little bit of one of my recipes. That was just a super quick like weeknight recipe, just cheeseburger tacos. But I just want to show you this packet again, just because if you are near a Costco, you really do need to get these. I don't know if I showed the thing, but as we said earlier as well, if you could please let us know like what you're thinking of this camera, if you like the sound.
It looks pretty good.
We think it looks good, yeah.
Did it blur when you put the?
No, look, that was another thing with our old camera. When we used to put things up, we like some amount of times we'd have to stand there like this for ages, waiting for it to focus, and then or we'd have to like try and touch the screen. The amount of times we had to like turn the camera off, start again, or I'd have to like edit it out. So yeah,
I think that was pretty good.
Apparently we did Daniel's done a lot of research online, and it's like the most sought after camera in America, isn't it? Like apparently people can't get it over there, but we managed to get it quite easily here. But if you could just let us know if the sound sounds okay, how the actual screen and everything looks, and whether you do think we need to wear the microphones, like if you can hear us both clearly, because I don't know, right, I've said this before, but I get a bit conscious filming in public, and so there's certain things so after a couple of days.
Microphone attached to you.
I know.
Yeah.
After a couple of days, we do get like I get used to it. So at the beginning of the vlogs, I'll be like, Daniel, can you go over there and film this for me? Daniel, can you go and film that for me? But after a couple of days, I do like get the courage to go and do it. This camera is very compact now, so it's going to be a lot better than the other camera. So I'll be able to like film without feeling like people are staring at me. Americans are amazing for it, because in the background they'll like wave and like say hey in the background of like vlogs, whereas in England people will be looking at you like
giving you a side.
What are you doing? So me walking around with a microphone, I would literally feel like I'm just like sticking out like a sore thumb. So yeah, so I don't really plan on wearing the mics just because that's just not my vibe. But if you think we need to, then I will consider it. But yeah, so just let us know. But yeah, if you could let us know any Vegas tips as well. I have been to Vegas quite a few times because obviously I used to be cabin crew. You've come with me once before. You
once got severely sunburned.
Yeah, so we know that Daniel's going to need sun cream because we went there in March and you got severely sunburned. So I can only imagine what's going to happen in August. But yeah, so Vegas tips. We're there for 5 nights. We've got a few things we want to do. We want to go to the Grand Canyon. We want to do the Sphere.
I also want to go to the Hoover Dam.
Yeah, we're thinking about driving to the Hoover Dam.
That's something I want to see.
But yeah, Disneyland tips, Vegas tips, and what you think of the camera. But yeah.
And also, if you want us to do more home vlogs.
Yeah, what you think of this?
Is this boring for you, or is this a nice?
Would you like me to film any more recipes as well? Obviously, I do. I had a few people ask me on TikTok actually. They were like, "Oh, could you do like more in depth?" So I know I didn't really do an in depth one there, but if you would like to see any more recipes, let us know. But yeah, we're gonna end today's vlog there. Keep it short and sweet. But yeah, it's nice having a little catch up.
Yeah, nice for a catch up. Right?
Yeah, we will see you hopefully before August, but if not, we might see you on our way to Vegas.
So yeah, bye.
Bye.